We'll need to provide them with a few helpful suggestions to ensure their survival.
I like it. What a delicious way to create chaos. The winning disaster will be their ultimate demise.
Or their ultimate survival. Each woman has the ability to influence her fate based on what she's experienced in the past.
Skald, you are too much of an optimist for me. I hate the smell of rotting snails that the underworld offers. I'm not going back. I'm ready to cut their threads and end their lives. Get rid of the weak ones, I say.
Verdandi, how do we find these powerful wicked women to craft a tale of survival in an impossible situation to help fortify the tapestry of their existence?
It's quite simple, really. All they have to do is email to www.challenge2013@gmail.com. And in the body of the email, they can include their name, a short bio of themselves, and a headshot in order to enter the challenge.
I'm in a hurry. When do they need to send this in? I don't want to step 1 foot into the underworld if I don't have to. The smell, it's just, I don't even want to think about it.
Oh, we have time, my sisters, but the sooner our wicked women writers submit, the longer they'll have to craft their tales of doom. Official cutoff date for submissions is June 20th. Voters shall decide their fates by October 19th, and we will have our 2013 Most Wicked Woman Writer. She, and only she, will determine how the world brings upon its own apocalypse.
And right before All Hallows Eve, too. How very fitting. Let's make this unusually interesting, shall we? I say we provide the entrance, the disaster, and an inconvenient location.
And at least one item to help them out in their horrific situation. We must give them a fighting chance.
Indeed. Compelling. What if we give them an untimely disability?
Yes, yes. Life is never convenient. Why should the apocalypse be any different?
Agreed?
Agreed.
By the blood of we three, let's release the fears that be. Once again, in order to choose Earth's ultimate demise and to bring the hearts of humanity together once again in peace and love, we need you to send us your name, short bio, and a headshot to www.challenge2013@gmail.com. Please put 2013 How Will You Survive entrant in the subject line. Then, once we have all of our victims...
You mean entrance?
Yes, right. Entrance, I mean. We will roll the runes to decide who gets what apocalyptic disaster, location, their helpful item, and...
their untimely disability.
Hurry now. Those who enter will receive their roll of the runes. Then, and only then, will be revealed their apocalyptic situation. Those who dare enter early will have the most time to craft their story. Take care, and good luck. Please survive. We really do not wish to go back down into the underworld. Nothing kills the smell.
Who shall be the most wicked 2013?
The writer named Rourke says, I have been a professional teacher, artist, and musician for over 30 years, and I currently pursue an off-the-grid homesteading lifestyle. I'm continuing life's journey, accepting and creating new challenges, and living life more simply. I try to improve my powers of observation and perception every day, and also try to listen to my intuition more. It's important what you do with the time you have.
Chowder by Rourke. The strange, middle-aged woman ran down the beach in a vertically striped, sleeveless house dress, scooping up children with a long-handled butterfly net. She was heavy-set, short-legged, and wore her short, dull brown hair in a spidery black hairnet. She chased very young toddlers, some in bathing suits, some running free and natural along the sandy ocean front. It was a bright, sunny day, and the beach was just becoming active. Some people waded out into the lightly heaving surf, while others stood farther back, just content to let the frothy foam attack their toes. The little children screamed as they were scooped up with the net and deposited into a large paper grocery bag. To anyone listening nearby, they sounded happy. They sounded like they were enjoying a summery day. The strange woman was focused on her hunt. She hadn't come to the beach to sunbathe or eat corn dogs. She had come to collect toddlers and preschoolers, and it proved a fine day to accomplish this task. Her meaty arms stretched out, holding the net pole, and she stuck her tongue between her lips as she lined up her net behind each child. As the shadow of the net descended upon them, the chubby cherubs would turn their curly tow-heads to see the large woman hurtling down upon them, and then immediately feel the waffle pattern of the net strings indent their flesh as it trapped them, and then lifted their almost weightless forms from the hot sand. No one tried to stop the woman. It was too fine a day to care. The strange woman's paper sack grew full, and it slowed her down in her chase until she decided she had caught enough. She then trudged, huffing, back up the beach, cursing the sand in her house slippers, and finally reached the top of the dunes, where she had set up a large, cast-iron chowder pot. She had already lit a fire under the pot that contained seawater and proceeded to dump the bag of toddlers into the salty brine. There were no screams, and the heavy-set woman just stirred and stirred the chowder until the meaty morsels were cooked red and tender, and fell apart into succulent pieces. She added some potatoes, fresh shucked corn, and ground pepper. The aroma wafted generously down the beach. It was at about that time that the young teenage surfer boys were ending their wave rides and headed up the dunes with their long boards and boogie boards. Their wild, long hair was glistening from the seawater, and their muscles rippled in the late afternoon sun. As they walked up the dune, the strange woman would ladle a bowl of chowder and raise it in the air, beaconing the young men to stop and have something to eat. Teenage boys are always hungry, so they'd stake their boards erect in the white sand and accept a bowl and spoon from the woman. As the hungry surfers slurped down their chowder and joked between each other, the strange woman took close notice of the eel-like impressions periodically pushing behind their Speedos and swim trunks as she kept them there, eagerly offering generous ladles of seconds.
I say every house in America should have an electric chair. And every man just once in his life should sit in it, just so that he can feel the power of millions of gallons of electricity flow through his veins. I got an electric chair, that's all I need. You get an electric chair, Sheldon, you don't have to worry about the audience. You get an electric chair, you can tell them anything you want, as long as it's real. You get yourself an electric chair and they'll sit there all night long. Kind of a funny idea, sitting in an electric chair and doing a show. Well, think of the therapeutic value of an electric chair and all the money it is. Yes, an electric chair in every home.
The Electric Chair, a show about horror. ElectricChairShow.com.
An electric chair. Wow.